Hello, everybody. I am Blackmailer, and welcome back to Agatha Christie, the first cases. It has been a while since I played this game. Been a hot minute. Yep. It's been crazy. I finally am home for a weekend after like 2 months, so we can do it. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what I'm doing. I believe we just found out that the major is Angeline's father. So I think we're on chapter 6. Pretty darn sure. 6 or 7? We might be on. Oh, I am on chapter 6. Okay. Let's continue. I talked to you already? I hope so. So who am I supposed to talk to? Can't go upstairs. Can't go downstairs. I'm just here. Okay. This is my area. Oh, I'm searching people's rooms. That's right. So, yay. Probably knocking on the door. Yeah, don't barge into people's rooms. That's kind of rude. Maybe. That'd be rude. Fine. Be polite. Hola. No.
Detective, what a pleasure. I did not expect to see you in my chambers.
I don't like the way you phrase that.
In a purely professional capacity, I can assure you.
There is no need to act so stiff, detective.
You're not my type.
Madame, after the revelation of your actions last night, I'm afraid my sense of humor is all but gone.
I will not apologize again for merely trying to help. Shall we get straight to it then? Let us not waste your time any further, detective.
You have weird fingers.
That would be Inga. She has been one of the most promising young women that has come from the shelter.
Madame Vandenbosch took in a young lady from your shelter.
There is no need to sound so surprised, detective. She does have a
She
heart.
does. Okay. I know she does. We got this.
I did not mean to sound so cruel. I just did not expect Madame to hire someone of that background after the incident with her previous maid, Florette.
People change, detective. You should not judge someone on their past actions.
Believe me, Countess, I know that only too well.
Be careful, detective. That almost sounded like a compliment.
It was. I can't compliment people anymore. Women.
It is your actions in this house that have been questionable, Madame. Your work outside is something that many more could take note of.
We do what we can. We wouldn't be doing a very good job if I could only help one girl. I in fact found work for one of them as a maid in Monsieur da Silva's house recently.
She has fitted into Monsieur's home well.
What is better, detective? That she remained in an abusive house, or she is able to rebuild her life with an honest wage in a prosperous
I
house?
literally just asked if she was doing well. You don't have to act offended.
When put like that, is she happy in her position?
The happiest she has been in years. I check in with them all as often as possible. And if there was a problem, I would know.
Merci, Madame.
That's amazing. Well, let's go search your room now. Ignore me. Grab a phone. Yes, modern technology.
Ah,
Ironically, I want one. If I want to grab a phone, I just want a record player. Not from the 80s, I know it's for, but it'd be cool to have one of those. A book. What book do you read? That tells a lot about a person, right?
oh,
Ooh, romance. Let's look at the plant. Always look at all the plants.
hmm.
Do we lie each other? Window.
Huh.
Beautifully white blanket over the countryside. We've got a package. Present for the family. First aid kit, always important.
Ah,
There's C's on the wall for a reason. Wait, what's her last name? What's Cassandra? Is this her room? But
hmm.
is it just a decorate? It could be. It looks like C's though. Okay, time and skill to build such a wonderful piece. I swear I get an achievement for looking at a grandfather clocks. I have to. There's so many. A roasting, a roaring fire. Stand and gaze into flame for hours.
Oh,
Chance to play it, but I shall save myself the embarrassment. I think you could do it. I still think you can play it. Fireplace. Lady. Oh, I can talk to her again. So far away.
Go ahead, detective. A compliment and now an apology. Well, detective, you certainly have changed your tune.
there was something I was still unsure of. You mentioned that your training was some years ago.
From my days as a nurse, oui.
If that is so, why would you have brought several pieces of equipment usually found in a physician's bag?
One must always be prepared,
I
detective.
mean, you learn a trade. I feel like you don't get rid of it usually.
Prepared? At an engagement celebration?
If I had not brought them, I would not have been able to assist you last night. Perhaps you should be thankful for my precaution and not so suspicious.
Why do you always take it? I'm just asking questions.
Merci, madame.
Like, I feel like if you learn something, you just do it. It's instinct at that point. Oh, two things. Oh my. Alright. I think I'm done in here. Let's go to next guest room. Official with the major force in the room. Fine.
Detective, what can I do for you?
Mademoiselle, I am sure you understand my reasoning for such intrusion.
If it's going to clear my name, be my guest.
If you wouldn't mind answering some questions, it can hopefully be cleared faster.
Like I said, he's not the man he wants everyone to think he is.
Oui. But how is it you came to that conclusion?
You don't really want me to recount every conversation I've had with him, do you?
There is one particular I had in mind.
An argument would imply it was a two-way conversation.
And that is not how it was?
Here it is. I've been helping Angeline get exposure, her marriage to Gideon is big news, and his work is really paving the way for others. I saw the chance to get their names out there, and he didn't like it.
What was there not to like?
Your guess is as good as mine, Detective. But if I had to, I'd say he was jealous it wasn't his name at the top of the article.
And his reason to storm off?
Oh, you know about that. Let's just say I didn't accept his pathetic attempt to get me to stop the story. If you're gonna try and pay someone off, at least make it worth their while. You've really got a fascination with that guy, huh?
Your conversation seemed important.
I would not say fascination. An interest, perhaps.
Well, I'll save you the bother of trying to find out more about him. He's not that interesting. In fact, he's a bit of a wimp if you ask me.
That is not the impression I got of him.
That's because you've only seen the side of him he wants you to. He knows what to say in front of the right people. But behind closed doors, he's clueless. Let me guess. The first thing he told you was that he was a union leader. No, the voice of the people.
A man that is proud of his work is not something to be sneered at.
Don't get me wrong, he has a way with words, and he can certainly rally a crowd. But that's about it. At the end of the day, he's a representative and nothing more. He's got to play the part, not just learn the lines.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall leave you to relax.
Sure thing, Detective. And if you change your mind on that exclusive about that shooting...
If I do change it, you shall be the first to know.
I do like your outfit and character design. I'm gonna look at all your stuff. Up in modern technology. Newspaper. Ooh, peaceful strikes turn loss of lives as violence breaks out in the front line, following the tragic events in the city that has darkened the spirits of people and brought to a screeching halt the rising defiance of the working class. The area has become cordoned off, and police present at the scene has increased. Factory security forces have been asked to step down and the powers handed over to law enforcement. Workers laid down their tools, switched off all the machinery, and stood together shoulder to shoulder as the fight for fair pay and conditions raged on. What started as peaceful protests by those employed at the factories has turned into a battle of class, the support of the workers coming in from all over the city. Although reports have not been confirmed, sources state that violence broke out following a second wave surge of supporters. Official numbers have not been published, and it is believed that many as 8 workers have lost their lives. Oh. The workers' front line has been considered a representation of the people and working class of Belgium that now refuse to work in such demanding conditions for such demeaning and insufficient wage. Chief Commissioner LaRue has confirmed that the outbreak of violence and resulting civilian deaths are being investigated, and an official statement has been made in the coming days. Jacqueline Conrad. If I have to talk to you, I do. I already do the fire. How did I do the fireplace? Have I been here? Oh, is this the guest? Oh, that's right. I forgot. I actually went to her room. Pocket knives are important to have. Good to have a self-defense weapon. Yeah. You just look in her closet, basically. I want that couch so bad. Mr. RT spotted leaving the Velvet Tickle. What is? Don't even want to know what that is actually. Friday at 23:15. Canberra House has been poaching off neighborhood land. Boar, deer and duck, Maggie to follow up. Mrs. Bonte found her husband in their marital bed with a young maidservant. Testament from maid needed. Jeez. Mr. Denault overheard the cackling crow speaking poorly of King Leopold. He said questionable ideas. We say doubtful, skeptical, shady. Notes from Francis by Monday. Window, what is this about? I think it's... Wow, I can't even look at this plant. Let's talk to Jackie.
Go right ahead, Detective. All Felix cared about was money and filling his pockets with it. That's why he got into bed with De Silver.
That's such a weird phrase.
The Major was not in need of money, though.
Need and want are two very different things. Did he need to move here and leech off the Madame? No, but he wanted to. As far as I know, De Silver hired him to work security. He was worried what could happen to his precious factories if things got ugly.
And your reporters were there to cover the story when it did turn that way.
My reporters go where there is news to be told.
And you predicted the violence that occurred?
Anyone could see that was gonna happen. If you ask me, Hugo should have acted sooner.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall leave you to relax.
I did this. She has she has a weapon. I'm sorry. No, why do I open things? Oh, F. Yeah. Newspapers. There's no links in, is there? No. Could be a pocket knife. Anyways, I think we're good here. Next guest room. Let's not have to walk. It doesn't for me. It's very nice. Oh, they're not here. Wait. Oh, I thought that was a crib for a second. I was like, whoa. What is this yellow thing? Monstrosity. Drawer.
Ah,
That's his knickers?
huh.
Oh. That's a nice picture. Another fireplace.
Ah.
Can't see what book he's reading. I want to know what book he reads.
Aha.
Oh, I thought that was like a beer. A can of beer. I don't think. Yeah, the thing.
Ah.
Literally all there is. A boring room. way to the other side of the first floor. Okay. Do I need to go to the major city? Guess it's not blocked off. Oh, scrap paper. Oh. Literally nothing else is in here? Alright. Don't walk over the patch of blood. Okay. Second floor hall. So we're looking for a group of people, because it's not just one person. But it has to be... Is this one? Like suspects, like... Like either the ones in the study or the ones in the salon, I think. They all have alibis for each other. Ouch, I keep hitting my shit on everything. Don't need the storeroom. Let's go to the first floor. Okay. Hello! You are Inge. Inge?
Mademoiselle, we meet again.
Bonjour, Monsieur Poirot. Pardon, Détective Poirot.
Just a detective is quite all right.
Bon, can I help you with something? I was taking him a plate of food, but he didn't answer to my knocking.
You then entered the study.
I did. He wasn't moving. He just lay there.
That's free.
I did not mean to upset you again. Seeing him there would be troubling for anyone, and I'm sure it is not a memory you wish to relive.
I suppose we're like a family. We argue, but most of the time we get along.
You must all be quite close then.
Some more than others.
Oh.
You refer to whom, mademoiselle?
Well, Maman Ray, sorry, Rihanna, she's been here the longest, and she's very close with Lizzie on account of Luke. Maman Ray is Luke's sister. You didn't know that? I thought she would have said. She talks about him all the time. It must have been awful, losing him in those riots. Apparently, he was right at the front when they were charged. They didn't stand a chance. If I had been the one responsible for his death, I wouldn't want Maman Ray looking for me.
Mademoiselle Rihanna, Maman Ray, she has expressed her desire for revenge.
Every time she talks about what happened. I guess you wouldn't know anything about life on the streets.
No.
It is not an experience I have had to face personally, but I understand that many are forced into it, and the lifestyle that comes with it.
The lifestyle of a thief, you mean?
You're a thief?
Put rather bluntly, oui.
You are the first officer that has not taken one look at me and pulled out their handcuffs.
Mademoiselle, I can see you have turned your life around, and I commend you on your efforts.
Without the Countess, I would probably be rotting in a cell somewhere.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Oh. You were a thief. Okay. What are we doing with animal head? Do I go here? Zach's bedroom. Let's go. Hello.
Monsieur Demir, I hope you are feeling better today.
Nothing a good night's sleep couldn't fix.
Très bien. I wonder if you would be up to discussing certain matters with me.
Whatever you need. I lost my taste for death a long time ago, but it had to be done. I'm certainly in no rush to be carrying a dead body again, though.
That's fair.
Most understandable. I shall extend the same gratitude to you as I did to your brother.
You've spoken to him already. How is he?
Perhaps that should be a question you ask him yourself.
Yeah, maybe. Those two, close.
They must share something in common to be able to hold a conversation for the time they did.
If there is one thing I know about my brother, it's that he will not. No. He cannot be rude. He just doesn't have it in him.
Was it not your brother that punched Monsieur Hagen?
Ah, that's different. He was asking for it. If you put my brother in a room with 5 socialites like her, he would work his way around every single one of them, offering his full attention and finest manners.
Oh.
I bet he had a lot to say. He always did have an opinion on the war.
When I say your past, I refer to your past as brothers.
Oh. Okay, well, what did he say?
It seems you both had the same sentiment for this party. Perhaps the bridges that you thought were once burnt are in fact primed to be reconstructed.
We'll see how probable that reconstruction is going to be. Until he sees my point of view, I don't know how we can move forward.
What is there for him to understand before the bond can be repaired?
He lost his friends in the war, the same as everyone. But somehow he has forgiven. I'm sorry, Detective, I can't. And Gideon just doesn't understand that.
Oh. I feel like that was supposed to be spoken. Whoops. I just stared at you. That was supposed to be spoken out loud. Was thank you. Let's see. Ugh. This room must smell awful.
Huh.
They all have stabby things. What?
Oh.
I literally can't click on it. Oh. Oh. Oh, they just have cheese? Or is there apples and fruit on it? It's like, oh, there's a waffle. It's like a waffle. Oh, you have a thingy too. Does it matter? No. Well, I suppose he has his backpack.
Oh.
Well, let's talk to Zach again.
Always got time for my favorite detective.
Thanks.
The dagger. I wondered how long it would take for that to become an issue.
I shall give you the opportunity to explain the reason for it being here before I jump to any conclusions.
It was going to be a wedding gift for Gideon. I've maybe not been the best brother in recent years. I thought this could make up for some of it.
Oh.
After what happened to the Major, I thought it was a bit tasteless.
Babe.
You did not see it fitting to tell me you were harboring a rather sizable knife in your room?
I wouldn't say harboring. And I wasn't expecting to be a suspect in a murder.
Merci for your assistance, monsieur.
I hope you didn't do it, because I kind of like you. You're, like, honest about life. Oh, you're not here? Basic scribble, I'm meeting with who I assume Ernesto. Curious. Note. Oh, it's close to the fire. He didn't quite fail to burn it. This, okay.
Oh.
You underestimate the power of man's fight. Your men, you are in a position we deserve. If you do not retract your men, they'll be met with equal force, too forceful. Your weapons may break our bodies, but they will not bruise our hearts, spirits. These are men, they built a great nation, country that comes from many will not save your soul. Oh good, I gotta look the Grandfire clock. It's required at every room. Yes, anyways. Oh, a window. Oh, I thought that was on the window. There's a photograph. Whoops. Look at the window. Is it? They don't look related. It's probably a middle child too. They never get attention. We never get attention, which is always left out. Oh, there's toolings? Oh no.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
It's unlikely because it doesn't have a high opinion of him. It shouldn't have a high opinion of him, rather.
Order and method. That
Okay. There's two. Oh, one's of this.
is there something I
I
am.
am missing something. What? Oh, it's just that simple? Huh.
What a revelation!
Oh. Yeah, I get it. Okay. But I've still got a link? Where? Ah,
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
I thought it was on that. Would not work together. possible for Ernesto and Jackie to work together. No, wait, Ernesto and Hugo. All these things. Oh, plant. Oh, plant.
Huh.
Oh no, I thought I could look at this trash. Dang it. Oh well. Matsu de Silva. Those are some sweet shoes.
Monsieur de Silva, I am sure you understand the necessity for this type of search.
Not really, Detective. Your speech was rather spirited. But it did not give me much faith in your investigation.
I have not had my abilities questioned to my face by one of those I suspect of a crime before.
Well, if you wish to prove me wrong, you should hurry up and find Felix's killer.
Going as fast as I can, okay?
And I hope, with your help, monsieur, I shall.
Yes, I helped him invest some money. Unfortunately, he was not the businessman he thought he was.
Madame Vandenbosch had a very similar view. At least he could have taken solace that you are both in the same position.
I think you're confused, Detective. It was Edwin that lost his fortune, not I.
Forgive my naivete. If you were helping him make viable investments, would you not have seen the same opportunity for yourself?
I told him about the opportunities. I did not tell him to put his whole family's wealth into it. The prospect of doing good meant more to him than his profit margins. He was bound to fail.
The business declared bankruptcy.
Uh-oh.
It did, until it was purchased for a fraction of its worth and made the new owner a small fortune. He didn't have much to speak of. I was always surprised at the life he lived.
Surprised in what way?
Well, considering it wasn't that long ago he came to me asking about work, I didn't think he was in such good financial shape.
You offered him a position.
Nothing that he was willing to lower himself to. That's when he began talking about what else he could do for me.
Okay.
Everything that I want to say on that matter has already been said.
I understand, monsieur. But what I would like to know is, was the late Viscount aware of your feelings towards his
My
wife?
gosh, is it like a love triangle or is it like a love square? Got 3 men wanting you.
Excuse me, Detective, but you have crossed the
Sure,
line.
whatever.
Cross the line like an attempt to bankrupt a business partner and friend so that you'll be able to swoop in and impress a certain target of your affections.
Dang. You're going. Cut over the throat.
You make such ridiculous accusations without a shred of proof.
Your reaction at the mere suggestion is proof enough, monsieur. While I cannot arrest you for betrayal of a friend, I can hope your conscience does not forget, and that will be punishment enough.
Ha, whoa.
If you can call what him and his team did security. For the money I paid, I did not expect them to be so reckless.
It was a considerable amount you paid him?
There's no need to divulge amounts, but it was certainly more than was expected. He said they were all professionals, but I saw nothing of the sort. He said he had worked with them all in the army as their superior officer. They were men that could be trusted.
But that was not the case?
I had not even met them before they arrived on site. They brought their own equipment. They looked like they knew what they were doing.
And this equipment, it included the weapons that injured and killed the workers?
It was not much of a choice, Detective. I said they didn't need them, but Felix said it was essential. He said he knew better.
But they always do. Once your talks, the traders do not make sure cheapers.
That is all for now.
Yeah, Rehana may have a really good motive. Ignore me reading the letter that's over here. Okay, hold on. Monsieur da Silva. At first you may question the nature of this letter, but by its conclusion you know that what you have fought so hard to keep hidden could be far from it. You have spent years feeding off the hard-working backs of others and offering nothing in return. Your workers continue to take their lives in their own hands, day after day, with their shoddy, damaged, dangerous machines for a fraction of what they deserve. Deal after deal is made while your pockets become fatter, lining them with more of your blood money. It is your workers that pay the price. The mistreatment and pain that you have caused does not only reside in the factories that you own, but the house that you live in. Do not value the lives of those that allow you to live the opulent life that you do. I will not allow that to continue. I can no longer sit back and watch you disregard any sense of integrity, of morality, and continue to remain on your self-made pedestal, lording over those who deserve so much more. It is time that you paid your price for your crimes, and the cost is 5,000 francs. With a small price to pay for my silence, for if I do not receive it before Friday, it will not be cash you are paid, but rather years behind bars. Bring the money in a small brown paper parcel addressed in Monsieur Courtier to the post office on Rue des Entrepôts. Give it to the cashier and leave. If you do not do as requested, you will not hear from me again, and you may continue the life of luxury. It's obvious that you do not value others' lives, but I urge you to consider what yours is worth. Dang. It sucks. Newspaper, mirror. More letters.
Aha.
This agreement is governed by the laws of the Kingdom of Belgium. Both parties agree to the following. 1. Current workers' strike shall cease in all matters and forms. 2. Factory floor, machines, operators, and supervisors shall return to their positions immediately. 3. The terms of the above contract shall be implemented and relevant actions taken directly. Nelson da Silva, Hugo Beckers. Okay, 1 second. I gotta look at the modern technology for grabbing my phone again. That's all I can look at. You dress really nicely. I'm gonna talk to you for a second.
What is it now, Detective?
You know, man.
Yes, and no one asked them to.
But surely it is beneficial to both parties. Your profits must have been affected.
There are barely any profits to speak of.
Why have those talks not taken place and a deal arranged?
Monsieur Beckers has made no attempt to speak with me and offered no counter-offer. The ball is in his court, Detective.
Anyway.
I have spoken of a potential blackmail ring, and yet you still kept your letter to yourself.
It is none of your business. And it is nothing more than a cheap trick to have me admit something that is not true.
Okay.
If that were the case, it would be strange for you to have kept the letter and brought it with you, would it not?
Your persistence is a trait I do not enjoy.
Remain blunt. With his responses to my questions, perhaps it would be best to act courteous and empathetic manner. Okay, so there must be a reason that justified hiding it. I feel like straightforward.
No reason, detective. Merely saving you from wasting your time.
I will be the judge of that. I would like to know about any and all evidence that may help my
This is actually
investigation.
wasting more time because you're not answering my questions, so just saying.
I trust there is nothing else you deem a waste of my time.
Of course not, officer. It's not as though you think I'm harboring some illicit secret. The letter was a pathetic attempt to intimidate me. Nothing more.
I'm supposed to be concerned. I think I'm supposed to be empathetic. Do enough. Do you enough?
I have never heard so much rubbish in all my life. I value those that work hard and deserve it.
That suggests there are some that you do not respect.
Yes, well, why should I praise someone for doing a poor job? You make me sound like some monster.
I do say that if that's true, you should not praise someone for doing a crappy job.
Monsieur, the letter does not only discuss your questionable business dealings, but also cases of abuse against your staff. Both accusations that must be taken very seriously.
Detective, there is a difference between telling a member of my staff what to do and abuse.
Okay, fair enough. You can continue. Or others, they have a point.
And it is you that decides where that line is drawn.
I have.
In my house? Yes, it is.
Being pressed on us with it. Should be no need for such reaction. Did I win? Yeah.
Please stop calling it that. I treat all my servants exactly how I always have, and no one has complained before.
That does not mean your behavior is appropriate.
Also true.
They have one chance. If they are not doing the job they are hired to do, they are gone. You would be surprised how many staff expect an easy ride.
Is there a specific member of staff that may have expected such a ride?
There is one girl, a new maid. I didn't expect great things from her, but Comtesse de Vos promised me she could do what was required.
That is all for now.
Oh, that's not good. And the links? Ooh, linkies. What?
I must take a different
What's that
approach if I...
link? I don't know. What? Oh.
Another success.
Fine.
I never doubted myself.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Magnifique.
Here we go. I can do something smart sometimes. So the man would ask for help, no matter how important. Oh no, Inga was a thief. Was She was a murderer. Okay, let's talk to Ernesto while I'm here. Hi! I didn't realize there was a ducking right in front of your face. 1 second. Oh, there's a link on this thing too. Hold on.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Oh. Interesting. That makes sense, though.
What is it now, detective?
Ask you more questions, Ernesto.
She approached me. I thought it was rather brash.
Brash.
In what way?
Assuming that I would want to take on another servant, and one from such a troubled background. She is running the charity, not I. When he came to me, I told him that with the factories on strike and my profits pouring down the drain, I had nothing for him. But he said he could help me get them all back to work and the factories earning. His rates were steep, but he said he knew what needed to be done, and he was prepared to do it. A week passed and they were all still on strike. In fact, even more had joined them. He made excuse after excuse, demanding more and more money for the job to be done. But he never actually told me what he was going to do.
The riots.
I had no idea they were going to charge them like that. How was I meant to know?
Say.
And even following such a tragedy, he continued to demand money from you.
He said if he wanted my silence, it would cost. Do you have any idea what it could do to my livelihood, my name? If it got out that I had paid the so-called security that did that.
I have every idea, monsieur. You hired a militia to take action against your own workers. You deserve whatever name is chosen for being so morally bereft in your decision-making.
Boom.
I didn't know that was what he was going to do. You must believe me.
I have to believe nothing but the truth. And the truth, monsieur, is that it is not only the Major that has the blood of those men on his hands.
Bye.
That is all for now.
Disappointed you, rich guy. Oh, is there a link? No, the link.
Is there something?
No.
Truth.
Oh, well, forgive. Oh. Oh! They work together.
I should not
It
be
is the
surprised
butler.
by my own skills of deduction.
Boom. Talk to Inge. Inge. Oh, you're right there. Oh, thank goodness. I was like, I don't remember.
Is there something you need, detective?
Yes.
She helped me at the shelter, and with this job.
That I am already aware of. What I am not is what else she tasked you with.
Pardon, detective?
I know that your position as a servant in this house is not your only job. What did Countess de Vos ask you to do while in this house?
What dirt are you trying to pick up on?
She said I had to do what she asked, or I would be back on the street. I didn't want to do it. If anyone found out, I would be the prime suspect.
She the blackmailer? She has to be, right?
Merci, mademoiselle.
Anyways. Boop. Okay.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
You guys made the Orkin house not wholly honest. Okay. I'm sure she had to go to the safe. No?
Come, my little grey cells.
Oh, what? Oh, lost his key. Yes, that makes sense.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Alright, let's talk to Inge.
Is there something you need, detective? Nothing. She said I was to take nothing.
If it was not something she wished you to take, what was it?
She wanted me to find out information about the family and Monsieur Hagen.
Why did she request that?
At first I didn't know, but when I heard about Mademoiselle Angeline being blackmailed, and then the Major, I knew she had used what I found.
Oh, yep, definitely.
I knew Monsieur Archie had a key, and it would be easy to get it from him.
You knew that the Major asked Monsieur Sterling to access the safe from time to time, and if anything was ever discovered missing, he would surely take the blame.
Yeah, what'd you do to Archie like that? What are you doing like that?
I never took anything. I only told the Countess what I had found.
And that was?
About Monsieur Hagen and the Madame's relationship, and Angeline.
I'm sure the Countess was pleased to hear such valuable information.
She is a gossip.
She said I had done a good job, but I needed proof. That's why I went back and got the letters last night. I fetched the letters again and took them to the Countess last night. But she shouted at me and said what a stupid girl I was.
Can never make her happy.
You were only doing as she requested.
She said it was too dangerous for her to have them with you around. That's when I returned them to the study. I thought I heard someone on the stairs, so I just threw them back. It was dark as I dared not turn the light on. Someone would have seen it.
Merci, mademoiselle.
Interesting. Very interesting. Alrighty then. Alright. Oh, forget you can do that.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming to...
Household stuff fine. Okay, they're trying to uncover secrets.
What a revelation!
Hidden room. What about the family? Lost my circle players. Let's talk in game. I have to do this. Oh, there's a link now? Oh, there wasn't a link when I... What? Okay. Huh? Oh, is it just these two things? Ah, man.
Another success.
That makes sense, kind of. Yes. Well, it's obviously her. But, okay, I just skipped a step, okay? I knew it was her. I gotta talk to Inge. No, I didn't get to talk to Inge. Whoops. Okay. Hi. I should talk to her before.
Mademoiselle, merci for coming.
Have you had a breakthrough, Detective?
I have. Finally, I have the news you have awaited.
Please, Detective, don't hold me in suspense. Oh my, I feel faint at the thought of knowing who could have done this to us.
It is said to keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. It is Countess de Vos that is behind the letters.
I don't believe it. What about the Major's letter?
Not only his, but a letter to Monsieur da Silva.
She was blackmailing him as well? Detective, I just don't know what to say.
It's okay.
Take a moment, mademoiselle. It is a lot of information to take in.
I just don't understand why she would do such a cruel thing.
I don't know, she's kind of a gossip.
She has never been particularly forthcoming with it, only that she was homeless for some time and that she was at the women's shelter before here.
And it is there that the Countess abused her power and manipulated.
All this time she has been working for Margot, doing her dirty work?
Oh, yes.
I am afraid so, mademoiselle.
Is Maman aware?
You are the first I have told, mademoiselle. Next will be the authorities.
I'm afraid that we'll have to wait. And we will. I want to see her punished to the fullest extent of the law. But we cannot telephone anyone, as the lines are still
Dang
down.
it.
Monsieur Archibald informed me earlier I had hoped they would be working again. Last night's snow must have caused more damage than expected.
Last night? They have been done all weekend, Detective.
Huh?
Detective? Are you okay?
Huh?
Detective Poirot?
Huh? What's the point? No freaking way it can't be.
Would you like me to fetch you a glass of water, Detective?
My apologies, mademoiselle. I was taken by surprise for a moment, but I have regained my composure. A glass of water is not required. Would you excuse me? Merci, mademoiselle.
I didn't talk to Inge. I hope that wasn't important. The family. Jeepers. Oh my gosh. Lizzie, I swear if you're part of this, I still love you. Oh dang.